So, pack your bags, get on an aeroplane, leave, right?
No! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
Welcome.
Whether you are a family member watching out of sympathy and support because we told you so,
You know who you are.
mommy, bro, or you are actually someone who wants to travel and you'd like to see what our content is about, welcome. Okay, so to get started with today's video, we would like to let you know that the most important thing that you can do as a traveler is research. And we honestly cannot emphasize that enough, because if you are someone who's got a list of multiple countries that you'd like to visit, the research will actually help you to narrow down your search. For example, we initially had 2 countries that we narrowed our search down to, and those countries were Thailand and Vietnam. And we eventually decided on Vietnam. And once we did that, we could actually do research on the country itself and discover the different rules, laws, regulations, and just
Not to
get
mention
ourselves
the culture.
get ourselves accustomed with everything. For example, the traffic laws.
So the point we are trying to make is do extensive research. Don't just do this 5-minute jobs. No.
Nope.
Do extensive research. So the culture, currency, and the standard of living. So when you actually arrive there, you know exactly what to expect.
Exactly. So once you've decided on which country you're going to be visiting, the next step would be to establish your purpose for traveling. And depending on that purpose, you'd have to get one of 2 visas. Number 1 being the business visa, and number 2 being the tourist visa. For the purpose of this video, we are only going to be covering the tourist visa and explain to you where exactly you can get one and how to apply for one. And we cannot exactly state how long this tourist visa will be valid for, because this actually depends on the country that you are going to. So it might differ from one country to another.
So let's just take a tiny break from our faces for a moment and show you exactly how to do an e-visa application. For the purpose of this particular video, we're going to be using South Africa as that example. As you can see, there are multiple links provided, but we're going to be selecting the first link. The process is simple. Step number 1, which is complete the form. Step number 2, make the payment. And step number 3, get the e-visa. We're only going to be showing you how to do the first step. The second and third step will require personal information. So click on apply now and fill out all the particular information that is required, after which you'll complete steps 2 and 3.
So you have finally arrived at the destination of your choosing, right? You go to the luggage collection point and you want to collect your luggage. You realize your luggage is not there. Or
A worldwide pandemic hits.
COVID. What do you do then? This is where we can't stress enough a backup plan is required.
By a backup plan, we mean anything like in a situation of you falling ill, getting an injury, or getting into an accident, you might need international insurance. And in some instances, your international insurance might even cover your luggage being lost.
Yes.
And in a situation of COVID, you might need some extra funds to get back home. So this is where your backup plan would come into place, because you need something to fall back onto, because life is really unpredictable, and that will secure you.
And this is why, again, we cannot stress it enough. That
Have a backup plan.
this might seem like an extremely obvious step, but you would need to apply for your passport in order for you to travel from country to country. We can't tell you that you need this. This just needs to be general knowledge to yourself. So,
Yep. And we live in South Africa, and our waiting time for our passport was about 1 month.
1 whole month.
I got mine within the next week of me applying. I was
Cheating.
quite lucky. And the price was around 400 rand, but this was at the beginning of the year, so the price might have changed since then, and that's only in South Africa.
Yeah.
We can't really say how much to be in of the other countries if you are someone who's watching from another country. So yeah, that's just in South Africa.
We would recommend you to rather check at your local government agency if there is any fees required for you to pay for your passport. But from our point of view, we pay for our passport and it is a valid passport. So yes, you need a passport in order to travel.
If you've got a passport, please make sure that it's valid.
Yes, please. Do not go back though. Make sure it is valid.
Another document that you might need, depending on the type of visa that you have or the country that you're going to be visiting, is a criminal background check. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, it basically is a document that clears your name or proves that you do not have, or if you do have,
a criminal
background, or if you've committed any crimes or served time.
This you can do at your local police station, which we do at our SAPS, South African Police Service, and it takes about an hour to do. It's not long, and then you receive it within 4 to about 6 weeks, so it doesn't take that long.
And what you will need for that is your identity document and some cash. We paid about 150 rand
Yeah.
for ours, and what it basically entails is you go to the police station, they take your fingerprints, and you fill out
All 10.
two forms.
Yeah.
You fill out 2 forms and you submit it, and you will receive it within the waiting period.
Yes. 4 to 6 weeks.
On that note, please ensure that you are up to date with your medical health check before you travel.
We can't stress enough how important it is to be up to date with your medication.
Head off to any pharmacy that is closest to you and purchase any prescribed or over-the-counter medication you are going to need.
And your shots.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
We're going off topic here, right? But okay, never mind. But make sure you are up to date. You do not want to travel if you have any underlying allergies or illnesses. So make sure you go to your nearest GP or doctor just to find out if you are in peak condition to travel.
So you've completed all your paperwork, you've gotten your passport, you got your background check, your medical check, and now it's time to book your flight.
Yeah.
But when you arrive in the country, you must judge the season, and it's winter. You might not have expected for it to be winter because maybe you bargained for it to be a summer vacation. This is why we cannot stress enough. We've stressed a lot of things in this video. Emphasize so many points. We cannot emphasize enough how important it is to book your flights at the right time.
So, you booked your flights, but once you've booked your flights, please read your terms and conditions. The reason why I'm saying this is you want to check if you can cancel the flights for one. 2, get a partial refund if you want to cancel it, but the company doesn't want to give you at least all your funds back. And 3, adjust the date. This is important. Make sure you check this out. It's a rule of thumb when you're booking a flight. So you arrive at the hotel and you're extremely exhausted. You want to call your mom, your family members, but you realize your phone is dead. What do then? You charge it, obvious. That's without the doubt, you charge it. You look at the wall unit and you realize, my charger doesn't fit. What do you do then? Make sure that you have the right electrical equipment, and if not, get an international adapter to use for charging your devices if you are going from one country to another country.
Because let's just be real with you guys. The cables that you might have in your country might not work in another country, so just ensure that you've got an adapter in case you need to charge your devices.
So here you go, an international adapter. As you can see, it has various input points for the various plugs that you have. At the back, you will see that it has 3 main plug-in points that you can use for the wall unit for the country that you're in. On the top and on the bottom, it also has locking points.
So just in case you missed it, we have compiled a travel checklist for your convenience to check twice just before you start your traveling adventures.
So now you have all the information you'll need to travel, and we hope that this video was helpful.
And you've jotted down every single bit of information we've given you because we are watching you.
Make a mental note, make a physical note, just make a note. We really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and a comment in the section below. Till next time.